Welcome everyone to the Ultimate Debot platform, live trading. I'll be guiding you through how I trade digit probabilities, or rather how I spot digits that are best for trading in the market. So let's just wait for some few minutes before starting the live. Get your charts ready. So first things first, I had shared about on my Telegram channel today. This was the bot here. The digit cipher, digit debot, equipped with fake loss option, where you can set the number of losses that the bot can have before executing a trade. So I'll be guiding you on how to use it effectively using the probability tool available at Ultimate Debot. So we can begin. First, if you haven't downloaded the bot, just download it, then upload it on the platform, the Dbot platform. Click on the import button and click on the local button. And select from your computer the robot. Click on open to load the bot to the site. So the default setting of this bot is set to trade the Volatility 50 index market, but you can always change the market, switch up between the continuous index markets. The trade type, it should trade the over trade type. So all you have to do is come here and set the contract type and set it to over. On the money management side, you can set the target profit, the stop loss, and your first stake, and also the martingale factor, the martingale level, and after how long you want to do the martingale. So this is the block for setting the fake loss you want before executing a real trade. For example, if the bot is set to 3, that means if the last digit is 3 for the last 3 trade, sorry, if the last digit is 0 for maybe the last 3 trades, that makes it a losing trade. So the bot will pause until it gets 3 losses in a row, or you can even set 5 losses before executing a real trade. So right now we'll just set it to 3, trading over 1 digit. So before trading, you have to check the digit statistics, and the best time to run is when digit 1 is the least appearing digit in the market. So you can come here on the charts and click on the chart and search for a digit, or rather the market that has the least digit as 1. So you can use this default analysis tool here. These digits from 0 to 9 are set on 1000 ticks duration. So you can use it and look for a market that digit 1 is less than 10%, or the least appearing digit in the market. That means it is the red digit. Right now, the least appearing digit in the market is 5 with 8.9%. So you can search for a market that has digit 1 as the least appearing digit. Volatility 25. The reason I'm doing this is to have a high probability edge in the market. Just to make the bot more accurate, you have to know the digit statistics. Like, this market is good for trading because digit 1 is below 10%. But right now I just want to trade a perfect setup. So if you don't get any digit that is the least appearing, or if you don't get digit 1 as the least appearing digit in either of the markets, you can switch to the analysis tool here. On this tab here, you can click on the analysis tool and click on the trade type and choose digit frequency. And on the number of ticks, set the number of ticks to be 300. So come on the probability analysis chart and look for a market that digit 1 is the least appearing. So come and change the markets here on the markets, choose the markets, and let's see if we can get a market that digit one is the lowest digit. Sometimes you just have to wait to get the perfect market. I'm only focusing on the major volatility index markets. I will not be trading the jump index markets because I haven't tested the bot on the jump index markets. So it seems we have to wait for a bit before getting digital as the list appearing. So when I get that, I will come back and trade on a live. So let me switch to demo at the moment. Let me switch to demo account so that we can just see how this bot works. And just search for market where digit one is less than 10% and trade that. Like this here, digit one is 9.7. Let's look at volatility 75 1S. Digit one is at 9.3, 9.4. So let's trade this market and see how this board performs after I set it to 3 fake losses or 4 or 5, but it may take some time before executing a trade. So set the market to be volatility 75 1S because that is what the market we found here. And let's see if we can capitalize on this. So the digit cipher strategy suitable for short-term auto trading. Use proper digit analysis. So if it makes a trade and it gets a loss, it will wait until it gets two more trades, two more losing trades before executing a trade. Right now we have two. If it gets a last losing trade, it will execute a trade on a real. It will trade on real money. Always keep an eye on the digits. They can change at any time. Once it hit 10%, you can always stop the bot and choose another market. Right now it's at 9.9. Let's see if we can find a market that digit 1 is at least below 9. But it's hard to find below 9, but at least 9.1 or 9, or like this one 8.2. That would be perfect. But you have to keep an eye on the digit stats. At least after some time, so that you can see the digits changing. The green digits means it is the most frequent digit. If you have a good match bot, you can run the bot right now to trade digit match 1. It will have a higher chance of winning because digit 1 is the most appearing digit. It executed a trade on Volatility 751S index, but I'll have to stop the bot because digit 1 is hitting 10%. You might still win, but you may have 2 consecutive losses before winning. But when you're trading below 9%, below 9% or 8%, then you have a higher chance of not getting consecutive losses. Okay, let's see if we can trade digit 10, digit 1 on volatility 10 on S index. Set the contract type to be over. Bot analyzing. Right now, digit 1 is at 9.2%, making it among the least appearing digit on volatility 10-1S index. I think you can set the bot to trade digit differ and set it to trade also the least appearing digit. You can also test that. But of course, the return on investment on digit over compared to digit differ, I would rather trade digit over. Once you sense that the digit one is gaining some percentage, just stop the bot, especially if you're trading on a real account. Just search for another market that digit one is the least appearing. There will be plenty of chances in a day. Volatility 25 index, the digit digit one is at 9.4%. Perfect setup on volatility 51s index. This is a very good setup to run the bot on digit over contract type. You can even add some stake. And let's see if we can capitalize on that. So always wait for such digits. Trade executed. One. So you just have to observe the market. When it changes, you can stop the bot or still choose to take another last trade because digit one is still at 1%. You can see 1, 2, 3 trades. One. One last trade, then I will hit my take profit. So let's wait for another market that has digit one as the least appearing, but I can see volatility 151s index. Digit one is still the most favorable. I think I lost my internet for a while there, just a bit. Just a minute, guys. I'll be back shortly. I'm back, guys. Let's continue. I want to find a setup on a real account so that I can show you it doesn't matter the kind of bot that you use. All that matters is the kind of technical analysis and the approach that you have towards the market. You just have to have a bot that is at least 60% accurate. And the other aspect is just to know the digit statistics. So let's see if we can get another market right now to trade over digit one. I want to enter when it is the least appearing digit on the market. Uh, Only choose derived semantics. Especially the 8.5 digits, 8.5% digits are very accurate to trade over one digit option. Let's continue on volatility 51 S index. So load the bot. Maybe after reloading, the blocks can change. So it's advisable either to reload to attach the bot anew after reloading the site. Let's do some, let's increase it, use 5 as the stake. So I only stop the bot after I get one loss. So the risk to reward is 1:1. Let's see. Bot has started running. Digiton has changed as the red digit. So at this point you have to be very cautious. So yeah, you can see we had one loss there because Digiton has started increasing in digit percentage. So if you're using a big stake, just maybe do one run or 2 runs. Let's try at volatility 75 1S index. Trading over digit 1 after 3 consecutive fake losses happen. Let's see if we can get one winning trade. So waiting. So you see, you can even set the bot to have 4 consecutive losses before executing a trade, so that you can have few trades, but more accurate ones. You could also search for faster bots to trade over Digit1 on my Telegram file section. I am sure there are faster bots and more accurate bots than the cipher, but different logic. I don't know why my internet keeps on switching off. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. The recent digit cipher. Volatility 75 1S seems to have the best digit one statistic to trade with 8.7%. I'm using a stake of, let's me use a stake of $5, one run and I'm out. Let's see if we can catch that one. A bit late. I won't let that mistake happen again because we lost the other trade because of not stopping the bot when we had the chance. So I only run the bot when digit one is the red digit, like right now. So digit trading, you have to be precise, you have to be fast, and lucky. Now we have two list digits, 0, 1, which is a very good combination because 0 and 1 are the least appearing digits, so they won't appear frequently. So that's an added advantage. Zero and 1 are the least appearing digit. So trade executed. You can see that was a win. But if I will still, I can time another run and catch another setup because digit one is still the least frequent on the market. So yeah, let's see if we can get another market that is more solid, because on that market the digit one keeps on interchanging with another digit. This is on volatility 10 S index. Digit 1 is at 8.4%, and digit 0 is at 8.6%. A very good setup. So let's see if we can set the bot to trade on contract type over 1 after 3 consecutive losses. But my best is 5. But for the sake of time, let me use 3. Very good time to enter the market. Now we are trading over 1 on volatility 10 S index. So after 3 consecutive fake losses, the bot will execute a trade. That that logic eliminates chances of getting hit by 3 consecutive losses. And also, when you add the aspect of the digit percentage, you increase the win probability. So let's wait and see if we can have another trade executed when digit 1 is at 7%. I will also be sharing a bot for the fake win before a real trade, and you can set the number of fake wins the bot can have before executing a real trade. Digit 1 is still the lowest at 1%, so I'll hold the run. So let's see. 2 runs, you can see the bot executed 2 trades consecutively, and we had 1 loss and another win on martingale. So it is very hard to go on 2 consecutive losses using the bot and this entry logic. So $7 profit. You can download the bot and test the logic using low stake. If you don't have a lot of money to cover the second run, always do your calculations. So the bot is available on my Telegram channel, and I will be sharing the other version for the fake win you want before a real trade. I will share it maybe this week, and I will come here live and show you how it works. So hope you have understood how you can apply the digit statistics to your favor. And also you can also choose to use the analysis tools option where you can set your own custom number of ticks from maybe 10 ticks to 5,000 ticks. So the new features like the bulk trader, where you can execute multiple trades at once, is live. And also the turbo speed AI bot that execute alternate even and odd digits, or you can also choose to trade over under alternate. You can also go and test that out. On our free bot section, we have a lot of free bots that I believe they work very well when you apply the right kind of technical or digital analysis. I will be showing you one of my favorite bots, which is the over digit secret sequence and the under digit secret sequence, and how I use them combining auto trading with technical digital analysis. There are also other bots that are called the deep play. The deep play bots are most of them are momentum bots for trading maybe rise and fall markets, reset call markets, and other directional markets. Here on the smart trader, you can automate your strategy. So you can choose to set when the platform will execute trades. Maybe, for example, on even an odd market, you can set the platform to check for the last 5 even digits, then trade even or odd. You can choose to trade on following the digit trend, or you can choose to trade against the digit trend. On the percentage, you can choose to automate and choose when to execute a trade. For example, if you want to trade the even digits when the even digits hit the 60% mark on maybe 100 ticks or 200 ticks or even 20 ticks. You can set that if even percentage is greater than 60%, then trade even or set the platform to trade odd. Click on the Start Auto Trade button to start the transactions. On over and under digits tab, you can choose to automate the over and under digits and check if the last three digits are greater or less than or equal to any digit that you want from 0 to 9. So if the last three digits are below 1, you can choose. If the last three digits are less than 1, then trade over prediction 1. So set the number of ticks maybe to be 1, set your stake, then click on the Start Auto Trading button. Once the conditions are met and maybe the last three digits happen to be 0, 0, 0 consecutively, then the bot will execute an over 1 digit trade. So you just have to leave it running and it will execute trades which will appear here on the transactions page. So here on over and under percentage, you can choose any market you want to trade, then set the number of ticks. So, and set the digit you want to trade the over or under. So if digit 1 is over, maybe over percentage is greater than 70 or 60 after maybe 200 ticks or 100 ticks, then trade over 1 or under 1. But you have to play around with those settings for the best and most accurate trades. So it's all about your imagination. So let's stop the bot here because we don't want to trade that at the moment. So the signal zone is where you get digit signals based on the digit statistics. And there is an option here on where you can trade over and under combo. Here is where you can trade both over and under digit combination at once. So maybe if you set to trade over under 5, you have to wait for signal status and take the trade when you get a signal status saying ready. That was just an example right there. So on the even strategy, The signal you get when the last five digits are all odd, you get a signal for trading the even digits. So the best approach is to wait when the even digits are the most frequent in the market to be able to apply this signal. On the odd strategy is the same, but you get a signal when the last five digits are all even. So the best approach is to wait for digit odd to be the most frequent in the market, maybe above 51% or 52, 53% for you to consider taking that signal. So we have signals that are for over 1 to over 9 to over 8 and under signals also from under 1 to under 9 to under 8 strategy. So for signal to be ready, there have to be three conditions: the highest digit, the second highest digit, and the least digit. So that's what the system checks for: the highest digit, the second highest digit, and the least digit. If all the conditions are met, you can choose to run the free bots for trading over and under digits. You can use the free bots as your entry trigger. So the digit signals, you have to wait for the signals to be ready before running the free bots or maybe manually taking the trades. So you can choose to use a bot, or you can choose to trade that you can choose to take a trade manually after the condition or the three conditions have been met. Let's see if I can show you an example of a ready signal right now. You can see here for under 8 strategy, you have to check if the highest and the second highest digits are below 8 and lowest digit above 8 for a signal to be ready. So for the highest digit is 2, that condition have been met. For the second highest digit is 3, that condition have been met. So the only condition that hasn't been met is the least digit, which is 4. So if the least digit is above 8, maybe 8 or 9, then this signal will be ready. It may take time, but if you are on the charts for the most of your time, you can always keep an eye on the digit signals. So let me take you through on how to use one of my free bots, the Overdigit Secret Sequence Ultimate Dbot. So first thing is to go to the analysis tool to check for a favorable market to trade. So for this, I'll be using at least 200 ticks. I will set the trade type to be over and under. The bots trade over 1 and under 8. So on the over value, set the over to be 1 and the under to be 8. So let's start with the over digits. So we want to measure and see for the past 200 ticks which digits have been the most in the market. You can see over have been 157 and under have been 160. So that is not a very big difference. We want to find a market with at least a bigger difference. From maybe 55%. And also check on the patterns if we have consecutive under digits. This market volatility 25 index, you can see the over digits are very frequent. It's over 52%, but on the pattern you can see we have consecutive under digits, so you can avoid that market. On volatility 25 on S index, the under 8 digits are more favorable to trade. Let's look for this, also an under with 51%. Let's look for a calm market with no consecutive under one. I will not do setups on jump index markets. Let's stick to, oh, but jump index markets looks interesting. Let's see. We have a lot of over digits. You can see over. I haven't tested this bot on jump index markets, but I would like to do that right now on this live on a real account and see how it will perform. So first thing is to choose a market with at least more over digits. Let's say choose the jump index market with maybe this one. The difference is 10. Let's check the last jump index 75. The difference is also 10. but this one, it has consecutive under digits. You can see under 0, under 1. Jump index 100. Also, very good market. Let's see, 51%, and no consecutive under digits. So let's see how the bot will perform on this market. Jump 100 index. So I haven't back tested this bot on any jump index market. I've only tested it on continuous index markets. So let's test it for the first time here. Set the market to be 100. Then, no, you have to go to the free bots first. Then choose the over digit secret sequence. That's what I wanted to do. Then choose the jump indices. Set the market to be jump 100. Come here, set the prediction to 1. Set your stake to 1. So if I get 2 consecutive losses in a row, I'm getting out because I haven't back tested it on jump index markets. But let's see how the bot will perform. And I think I can run the bot. All the conditions are set correctly. So maybe start the bot at the start of another minute and see how it will perform. So this is one of my favorite bots to trade with over digits. So starting at the beginning of this minute, let's start. So you can just pause and clear the previous history so that you can just get the correct results for this bot's performance. So bot run started, one trade executed, and it's a win. Let's open another tab so that we can keep an eye on the digit statistics. We are trading jump index markets, jump 100 on over 1 and under 8 comparison. Then you set the ticks to 200. So you can see the over digits are still the most on the market, with no consecutive under digits except for here. So let's see if the bot can avoid that. So 1, 2, 3 trades, 1 loss. Let's see if we can recover on a second trade. So that is a win. I need to change the martingale so that I can recover the loss fully. So here on this block, I will change it to maybe 5.5. Yeah. So I think that will help me recover the loss. So let's check. Still trading over under. on jump index market for the first time using the over under secret bot available on my free bot section. So on the probability analysis, you can see the over 1 and under 8. Regional trading under 8 would be very risky. You can see after this loss, I recovered on the second entry. Let's see if I can hold this run. The pattern looks very favorable. Let's see if I can go 2 losses in a row. Yep, stop the bot. So maybe this is where I lost. I had two zeros in a row. That's where the bot lost. So no problem. I was just backtesting on the jump index markets. But maybe on three losses, not very likely. So let's stick to our continuous index markets because I have backtested the bot on the continuous index markets. So looking for a favorable market to trade right now. For the 25 index looks good. We can also check on the under markets also. This is volatility 100 index. Let's trade on this. Very good pattern. So let's clear this loss and go to our free bot section and choose the over digit secret sequence. Set the market to be volatility 100. Stake is 1. Take profit is 5. Stop loss after 2 losses. Always be smart on your money management. So double check. 53% over digits. Very good time to run. I hope I'm trading the contract type to be over. Always double check the settings. So you can see the recent pattern for the last 200 ticks is all over digit, over 1, over 8, over 9, over. So I have higher chances of winning these trades on Volatility 100 index. Wait for the bot to do its analysis. It will be able to execute a trade at the best possible digit. One trade executed and it's a win. One loss. One last trade, and maybe we can see haven't had two consecutive losses on Volatility 100 index market. But the market conditions are dynamic, they can change at any given time. So even on this particular bot, you can wait for digit one to be the least frequent in the market before running it. It's all about the digit statistics if you want to have good win rate. That trade on jump index really messed up my profits. But that's just a lesson. Don't test a new market on your real account. Always test new markets on a demo before going live so that you can see how they perform. A bot can work well on Volatility 100 index market and it may not work well on another market. So always keep that in mind. Also, a bot can perform well on continuous indices, but it may not perform well on the jump indices or the daily reset indices. So our free bot for the digital secret sequence still running on over one, finding over one entries Right now we are at 6 wins and 1 loss. So let's check at probability analysis. You can see the digit over 1 is still the most favorable digit to trade. Here is a recent pattern. So after you get 3 consecutive under digits, you can stop the bot and find and pause for a few minutes, but let's keep running. So as I was saying, some bots may work well on continuous index markets and may not work well on other markets like the jump index market or the daily reset index markets. So it's always good to know what type of market does my bot perform well. And this, for this particular bot, it works well on the continuous index markets. Trading over 1 and sometime over 2. But if you traded over 2, you can see here on this trade, you could have lost and recovered on this trade. So let's see, I have backtested it to trade on over 2, on over 1 and over 2 digits. So you can see not most digits are below 1 or 2. So if you apply the right statistics, like running it only when digit 1 is the least appearing digit, that will add on to your win rate. Digit 1 has changed as the most appearing digit. So let's see if we can take one last trade, a recovery trade. So took all losses in a row. So right now maybe the market is not favorable to trade, but I can even go for 3 runs before stopping the bot. But for this session, let me just pause the bot right now and see if I can find another favorable market to trade. So after you start getting 2-3 consecutive digits on the recent pattern, you can stop the bot and wait until you get a more solid pattern. So yeah, that last trade has also, last digit was 0. You can see the digit 0 right now is at 10%. So the best time to run this bot is maybe when digit 0 and 1 are below 10%. That way you'll be at least sure that you will not have any digit zero, or the likelihood of having digit 0 or 1 as the last digit is very low. So on frameworks, which other bot can we test here? For the deep play bots, we can maybe check one reset call. Like this one here. This is also a very good bot for trading reset call markets. So this one is for, you can set this one to trade the reset put. Reset put is an option, is a contract type where you trade 5 consecutive or 10 consecutive ticks in a row. Let's see. For reset put, you have to find a downtrend market, and for a reset call market, you have to find an uptrend market. So click on the trading view chart here and look for maybe a downtrend chart. You can use the Williams alligator to measure the current market trend on 1 minute. So choose the market that the jaws of the alligator are most open. Let's see that this is the volatility 251S index, which you are not trading right now. Let's look at volatility 75 index. This one is on a downtrend. This is a very risky market, but let's see how it plays out. Set the market to volatility 75 index. Set the contract type to reset put. The stake is set to 1 with a recovery of 5 martingale factor. So let's see. So it will execute a trade if the RSI is maybe less than 15. This bot is, maybe let's reset these losses here. Let's see if we can get some wins. So this is a long-term trade bot. And it may take a while before executing a trade. Another thing, when you change the market, the trade duration may change. So always remember to check that, because the trade duration for this bot, the best trade duration is 10 ticks. So on the blocks, come here and change the trade duration to 10 ticks. So every time you change the market, the duration changes. So come here on the duration block and change the duration to 10 ticks for the best performance of this bot. I am using the reset call deep play bot available on my free bot section. I had forgotten that factor. For reset call, run for reset put, run it on a downtrend chart. For reset call, run the bot on an uptrend chart. So right now, this bot may take some time before executing a trade. So this is about for those people who don't trade the digit markets. So this is about for you. This one requires technical approach, trend analysis. So this one is a more safe approach, I would say, because the rate of return on investment is maybe good compared to digit trading. But digit trading is also has its advantages. It's more accurate. You can have a good edge and have consecutive wins on some days. I'll be sending the results of this bot on my Telegram channel. So I'll leave it running for a while. I'll have to just check on my stop loss. I will add a block for stop loss option around here. So that bot needs a lot of time before it executes a trade. So go check out the features available here. I haven't tested all the features also, so I will be going live every week and show you some tips and tricks of making at least $1 every day. So let's see how this turbo speed AI bot works. So that's how the turbo speed AI works. It takes alternate trades on even and odd digits very fast. You can see I have already made $1. So you can also go and check out that feature. The turbo speed AI bot. And take trade at every tick. So that is it for this live. If you tuned in, thank you for watching. Good luck in your trading, in your digit trading. This was just a guide on how the platform, the debot platform works and how you can apply the tools available on this platform and combine it with the auto trading bots. So go check out the features available, log in with your derived credentials, and test out various trading logics and ideas. Hope to see you soon on my next live. Happy trading. I hope you stay safe. Peace. Let me stop at that. You guys trade responsibly.